What's up, YouTube? It's Paulie here, and I'm covering UFC 155. And Yushin Okami is taking on Alan Belcher. And Alan, there's been a lot of talk about Alan being a #1 contender or close to a #1 contender. His record is 18-6. And everyone's looking for another opponent for Anderson Silva. And I haven't really heard who Anderson's fighting next, so who knows? Anderson, he's looking for an opponent, and it might be Alan Belcher. Anyway, Alan's taking on Yushin Okami. And Alan, he's won a bunch in a row, 4 in a row. He beat Govea back a while ago in 2009, Patrick Cote, Jason McDonald, and Paul Harris. So he's had 1 win a year. Hasn't fought that much. It's not like he's been fighting 3 or 4 times in a year. His last loss was to Sexyama. I don't know if Sexyama is still in UFC. I think he is. At UFC 100, when Lesnar fought Mir, beat the crap out of Mir. Anyway, I really think that Alan Belcher won that fight. I think it was a split decision, but I think he might have won that split decision. If I was a judge, I would have been on the other side, and I would have made a swing to Alan Belcher's side. So, before that, Alan had a bunch of wins in a row, but he's lost in UFC before. He lost to Jason Day, who's not in UFC anymore. He lost to Kendall Grove, and he actually lost to Yushin Okami back in UFC 62. So I don't know if he's good for a #1 contender, but he's getting a chance to go back and defeat Yushin Okami, a guy he lost to in a unanimous decision back in UFC 62. In 06, so that was a long time ago. Alan is 28 years old, and he must have been about 22 years old when he fought Yushin last time. Yushin's 31 now, and he just had a win over Buddy Roberts, where he knocked Buddy out in the 2nd round. But before that, he lost to Tim Boetsch, who's also one of the guys they talk about for #1 contender, and he lost to Anderson Silva, which you gotta forget. In this fight, I see Yushin Okami taking it. I still think that Yushin is more dominant with the wrestling, and unless Alan does something like knock him out, Yushin should get the nod. Alan does have 9 knockouts and 7 submissions, so he does get the job done, and I would like to see it. But as a betting man, I would have to say that Yushin Okami should be the favorite on this fight. He's just done more in his career. And he's been ranked with the higher guys, and he didn't lose as much as Alan Belcher. I mean, he lost to Chael Sonnen and Rich Franklin, but I forgive him for that. You know, he lost to Jake Shields, and his last losses were so long ago that I'm not even going to talk about them. I think they were in 03 and 04. So, me, Paulie G here, telling you that Yushin Okami's probably going to get the victory. Subscribe to my channel, guys, so we can talk about MMA. There's nothing wrong with that.